What's going on, people? Welcome back to our video. This is your match preview and predicted lineup. So Arsenal's game back in Premier League action at the Emirates as we take on AFC Bournemouth. Now, welcome back, guys, and hope everyone's keeping well. Obviously, still very disappointed after the result the other night. Arsenal losing by a goal to PSG in the Champions League semi-finals first leg. And it doesn't get any better because we're back in Premier League action. If you know Arsenal in the Premier League, you would have saw that Liverpool won the league title uh, last game against Tottenham, winning 5-1, confirming that they are league champions for this season with only 4 games remaining as well. It is not good. And especially Arsenal in the Premier League, the recent games, well, not just recent games, overall, it's been an awful Premier League season, hasn't it? And the only hope we have is a Champions League left, which you're obviously losing in that one. So the whole momentum right now, the morale is down completely. We'll still focus all eyes, everything's gone into that second leg against PSG to try and turn it around. But Premier League wise, it's been very, very poor. And we're up against a very good side in Bournemouth, who beat us this season, you know, well deserved as well. That 2-0 win. And we'll talk about it in a minute. But before you do something, make sure you guys do hit like buttons up. Let me know your thoughts down below about the game and your lineup as well. That'll be interesting. Let me know you guys' lineups because I think we're going to see some rotation. I mean, we have to, surely. And what we've been seeing recently in recent games, I think we have to rest quite a few players for the PSG game as well. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in and let's get right into it. So, obviously, let's start with some team news. It says at the bottom here because there's a few updates I want to talk about. Obviously, we know Gabriel, Jesus, Tomiyasu all out, but these three here are now independent training. Calaflori still with the injury, independent training. Havertz independent training, and Jorginho with a broken rib as well. Still, all three of them are training, but they're training separately. They're not obviously with the team, so they're still a few weeks away. Expect them to be out for the whole season, really. And they'll be back with the start of pre-season. Unfortunately for these three, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, and Jesus, they're going to be out for maybe until the latter stages of the year. It seems like. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But yeah, that's what it looks like there in terms of our injury news. So Bournemouth, they're obviously Evan Nilsson, big player for them. He's been scoring goals for fun with Bournemouth. He is suspended for them, so he'll be missing the game, which is good for us. Unal as well, the Turkish attacker, he's also injured. He's not back till October for them. Sinistera as well is a bit doubtful for the game as well. Good player. And Christie as well. Ryan Christie also is out with a groin injury for the rest of the season. So that is the team news there. So let's dive into and talk about a little bit about the opponent then in terms of AFC Bournemouth because they've had a very hit and miss season. You know, this is, by the way, how the table does look. We find ourselves second place. Liverpool won the league, but Newcastle still creeping up behind us, you know, and we've got to play them. Let's not forget that. We've got to play them. So second place, you know, is still not secure as much as we thought it would be, really. And Bournemouth obviously find themselves currently down in 10th place, mid-table on 50 points, but you know, a win for them would take them up to 8th. They're still quite a few places away from Villa, though. Unfortunate for them. Maybe you know, Europe is not on for them like we thought it was because, as I said with Bournemouth, you know, they had a very, very good you know, starts to the season. They beat us there, but then in their recent games, I mean, if you look into their form right now, if we take a closer look, you know, they dropped points against Man United, uh, Palace, but you know, they beat Fulham 1-0. But then look at this run of form. You know, a draw to Bournemouth, Ipswich, Man City in the cup, losing to Brentford, Tottenham, beating Wolves on penalties in the FA Cup, losing to Brighton, Wolves. Like, this run of form was awful for them ever since because look, but before that, obviously they played Southampton 3-1, Everton. All right, fair enough, Liverpool beat them, but they battered Forest 5-0. I remember that game. I was like, you know what, Bournemouth, they've just done them 5-0. I think they can get Europe. I was so got and Newcastle as well. These back-to-back games against Newcastle and Newcastle and Forest, sorry. I was sitting there thinking, you know what, this Bournemouth side, they're on for Europe this season. You know, they was on some really, really good form. And we keep looking. That's where they beat us as well, 2-0. Again, they got a few wins there, some back-to-back defeats, but it happens. But majority of the season for them, you know, it's been hit. I say hit and miss. They had a very, very good purple patch, but now they've sort of fallen off a little bit. I watched this game as well fully against, you know, that 1-0 against Fulham. They played decent. Fulham had chances as well, to be fair. It's a very end-to-end game. But yeah, I think overall they've obviously had, and they've got some really tough fixtures after this. You got us, Villa, fighting for Europe, Bournemouth, Everton will be Everton's friendly, my bad, and then obviously Leicester, last game of the season, so they're already relegated. But so yeah, Bournemouth got some really really tough fixtures to obviously play after we do. But I mean, let's not forget that this Bournemouth side has indeed already beaten us this season, guys. That 2-0 game when we went to the Vitality, and they absolutely deserved the win as well. They were by far the better side, and they've already proved that they can cause some upsets, and they certainly deserve to win when they played us. We deserved nothing out of that game, and fair play to them. They gave us a really good game, and over the years as well. Let's not forget, Bournemouth come to the Emirates and they've gave Arsenal really good games. That crazy 3-2 one, we 2-0 down against them, and Nelson happened, and Reece Nelson out of nowhere got us the winner. Really, really amazing scenes it was. And I know last season, to be fair, we beat them 3-0, which is a really good result, and we beat them 4-0, to be fair. Um, but yeah, I'm speaking about that Emirates game when obviously we beat them 3-2. They gave us a really good game as well in that one. So yeah, I mean Bournemouth, we should. You think at the Emirates we should, but let's not forget Arsenal in their recent games. Premier League 2-2 to Palace, right? Everton 1-1, Brentford 1-1. These types of results that we're getting. Yeah, we beat Ipswich, but that's Ipswich. Come on, with all due respect to them, that's Ipswich. We battered them 4-0. We had to. Okay, Fulham as well. We scraped the win 2-1 in that one. But majority of the games they've just been so dross, so crap to watch. That's what it's been like. So I expect it to be similar, to be honest with you. Um, well, actually, you know what? Because the pressure's off Arsenal, because it's like Liverpool's won the league, and like we did in the previous season, we may turn into prime Arsenal again. I don't know, people. But yeah, let's get into obviously some of their players to obviously watch out for, because there is quite, they've got quite a few good players. Obviously, I forgot to talk about the manager, uh, Areola. Is that how you said pronounce his name? He's done a good job with them, I think. This point now he can't get Europe, but he's obviously played some really good football with them, and he did decent in La Liga. I remember at Vallecano, I think he beat Barca as well a few times over there. But he's doing all right. Obviously, anyone else to really look out for them? Kirkis, yeah, very good player here. Milos Kirkis. I know Liverpool want to sign him, but he's brilliant, absolutely brilliant player there. This guy, we've been heavily linked with him as well. Dean Huijsen. Wow, what a player. What a player Dean Huijsen is. And again, I've watched him fully against Fulham. He got man of the match and he's rock solid. Rock solid at the back. He looks um so good, man. Like, as and I would take him in a heartbeat at Arsenal. I really would. But yeah, he's definitely one to watch out for. So they've got some decent defenders there as well. Justin Kluivert's having a really good season as well, isn't he? He's been brilliant for them. Definitely a player to watch out for. But yeah, he's been really good for Bournemouth as well. And Semieno, another player I wouldn't mind at Arsenal as well. He looks frightening on the wing. Both footed as well, isn't he? He's both footed. He can go left, go right. Brilliant player. Absolutely brilliant player. This guy as well. Or I can't pronounce this guy's name, but yeah, I've heard a lot about him as well. Evan Nilsson has been scoring some goals for them. I always thought it was a good signing from Porto. But yeah, I think overall Bournemouth have got a very, very solid squad with a good manager, and there's a point in that they missed out in Europe this season, I think. But I think overall, some of the games, some of the football they've watched, has definitely been a mad improvement since they came into the Premier League, came into the division. So yeah, let's talk about obviously the team news though for Arsenal, guys. As I said, I expect rotation. There has to be some rotation. I would honestly, with the game against PSG, we don't want to risk any injuries, but this is what I'd actually go with. I don't know if Arteta will do this because he plays Skelly. I think he played Timber because Ben White's having a baby. Not having a Ben White is not having a baby. His wife having a baby, and he missed the game. But this is what I expect him to go sort of similar, but I don't think he'll do what I do in the midfield. In goal is going to be David Raya. Neto can't even play anyway. He was never going to play anyway, but he can't play because he's at his lone club, is Bournemouth. So yeah, obviously he can't play. Raya goes in goal. Setford will be on the bench, but I don't know. Will Arteta give Setford a chance? Probably not, to be honest with you. Reyes in goal. Back four, Ben White has got coming at right back off the bench against PSG, fully fit, clearly. As I said, congratulations to his wife and of course himself, because he is a father now as well. So big up to him and his wife. But now he's back and he's expected to be starting. Rest Timber. You got rest Timber. Rest Timber all day long. Two centre backs. We have no other choice but to play Saliba and Kivior together once again. Left back's got to be Tierney. It's got to be Tierney. It's got to be. Again, rest Lewis Skelly. This guy's been phenomenal. But what we need him for PSG. We don't need him any injuries from Skelly. I don't know why we should be playing him for this other game as well. There's no need. Tierney's got to come in. Give him a good send off, man. Because this guy's a proper left back, proper player. So yeah, Tierney will be in the back four. Midfield three. This way is going to change around a lot. I'm going to rest Rice. I'm going to rest Partey. And I'm going to play Zinchenko in the midfield. He's proved that he can play there, and that is his position. He's played all right playing there as well. Wanyeri's got to start. Can someone tell me what's going on with Wanyeri? Because he didn't play against Palace. Didn't come off the bench against Palace. And played 5 minutes against PSG and did more than Odegaard did. Wanyeri's got to be starting. If anything, I'll start the guy for PSG. But, mate, you got an agenda against Odegaard. No, mate. He's been crap all season, people. Let's just have it right. Wanyeri deserves more of a chance that he's getting. Let's not forget as well, even before, it took a while for Wanyeri to even get his chance. When Trossard was injured, we was like, when's this guy going to finally play? Sorry, not Trossard. When Odegaard was injured, we was like, where's Wanyeri? And he Arteta put him on the right when Saka got injured. So, yeah, Wanyeri for me has got to be in there. Odegaard as well. I'm starting him. No, you ain't getting no rest, mate. You're not getting no rest. I don't even care. You're not getting no rest. You've been crap, mate. You need to step up. Yeah, as a captain, you need to step up. It wasn't just you against PSG, but you need to step up, my friend. Yeah, it's not your agenda. It's right to give criticism, people. Odegaard is starting this game because you need to step up. You need to get confidence in you, mate. You need to get signed. You need to have a bag of flipping hat trick in this game or something, bro. Just get some goals. Please, Odegaard, don't go ghosting again. That's why he's in there. Front three, Sterling on the right, just because he's just there for the vibes, isn't he, to be honest with you? And we got to rest Saka. I mean, man was getting tripled up on in PSG, getting kicked left, right, and centre. Sterling's got to play. We've got no one else to really play there. Martinelli on the left as well. Again, bit disappointed with him against PSG, but he's been playing better in the Premier League. He's on the left, and then Marino down the middle. I'll drop Trossard for this one and put Marino where he should have been playing against PSG. So yeah, that's my team there, guys. Let me know any changes that you would make. I don't think he'll go that midfield, to be honest. I think he'll play either one of Rice or Partey in there. But they expect to be some rotation. I think there has to be some rotation for this type of game. So score prediction wise, it's going to probably be another draw, isn't it? To be fair, it actually wouldn't surprise me if Bournemouth did us as well. Like actually came to the Emirates and beat us, just based on how we've been playing in the Premier League and how they've been playing as well, and they beat us already this season. But I am going to predict a win as always. It's not going to be comfy. Just the way we've been playing the Premier League. I'd expect a 1-1 draw, or maybe 3-2, something like that, or 2-1 to Arsenal, or 2-0 Arsenal. I want to push towards a clean sheet. I just don't think we'll get that. So I'm going to just go with a... scrap all that. I'm going 1-0. Scrap what? I feel 1-0 to Arsenal, mate. I'm going to go 1-0 to Arsenal, right? We somehow keep a clean sheet. I don't know. Wanyeri screamer or something. Yeah, 1-0 to Arsenal. That's what I'm going to go with, people. Or another Marino header or something. That's what I'm going to go with. One of those games. Prove me wrong, Arsenal. We've been trashing the Premier League. Prove me wrong and batter these lot. But they're a good side. They're well organised, good side, man. And they're going to give us a big problem. That they did already this season if we're not careful. So, yeah, I'm going to go 1-0 to Arsenal. That's my lineup on the screen there, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. I appreciate everyone who watched. And I'll catch you guys in my next one. Stay safe, everyone. And I'll see you guys soon.